Hello heretics, the trench train just keeps on rolling with lots of updates. We got the Black Grail sub-faction coming out sometime. Some fun pictures of models here. I ran an event and the video for that released yesterday. Here. There will be more interesting videos in the upcoming days, next week I mean. So we got that to look forward to, but today we will talk about the new updated rules for running a campaign in Trench Crusade, which all the rules, as you know, they are not final yet, and they are more or less playtesting and beta, if looking for a better word. But I ran a few campaigns with the old rules, and only the missions seemed like, okay, this is not done because the missions in the campaign didn't exist yet in the rules. So you had to use the random generator or just make up your own missions. But we will see what's in store for us in this new campaign version. And as far as I can tell, the difference between the old one and the new one are terminology between what happens when models die. It's called trauma chart instead of injury chart. And on this trauma chart, as far as I can tell, they have not changed a single one, but they have been rewritten in more a clear way. And in the case of when you capture someone, in this newly updated version, that you can not only negotiate about, okay, how much would it cost for you to get it back, but I can also execute it as an option, which has more options for the capturer, which is nice. More new fun things are patrons that you can choose at the beginning of the campaign. You select a patron for your warband from the list below. The choice of your patron determines which skill you may select if you roll a patron skill on any of the skill tables above when your elite models gains an advancement. So when you do cool stuff that earns you glory and survive a battle and stuff like that, your elite units gain experience, and from these you can gain cool skills. And you can either choose like the standard variety and roll on those to see what you get, or you can have a cool one like these patrons. And they've added a few patrons which we can go through now. And we will begin with the Temporal Lord from New Antioch only. Your patron is a powerful noble, perhaps a merchant prince, or a highly ranking military officer, a minister, or even the mighty Duke of New Antioch himself. The Temporal Lord patron allows you to select one of the following when rolling a patron skill. Firearm procurement. The cost of any ranged weapon worth 20 ducats or more is reduced by 5. Okay. Mendel list chemicals. Blood markers of this model cannot be added to the injury rolls against this model. Other bonuses to the injury rolls apply, and bloodbath against this model works as normal. Armor and equipment. Same as the weapon, you reduce the cost by 5. Melee, same as before, but for melee weapons. Sniper school. All ranged attacks of this model need 1 less blood marker to cause a bloodbath. Wow! That one is good. Special assault training. All melee attacks of this model need 1 less blood marker to cause a bloodbath. Alright. So I feel like these are good, like the 5 ducats during a campaign can really add up to money. And but I really like the easier bloodbath as well from both the sniper school and special training. Yeah, I'm not feeling the Mendelist chemicals as much because I feel when people save blood markers, they do it to bloodbath in one way or another, but in a few cases you don't bloodbath, so yeah. But I wouldn't choose this one if I could choose between them. That's all I'm saying. Warrior Saint is identical to the last one, I think. Learned Saint identical as well. They have been like clarifications, and they have rewritten to be more clear. We got the Sublime Gate from Iron Sultanate only. Your patron is one of the high-ranking nobles of the Sultanate, such as an Emir, Pasha, Vizier, or even the Sultan himself. Such patrons bestow martial prowess, access to exotic weapons, armor, severe training, and of course the favor of the Sultan. The Iron Sultanate patron allows you to select one of the following when rolling a patron skill. Alright, Sword of Allah. Select any skill you want from the melee and strength. Those are like the standard ones, but if you can choose, that's great. Imported wares. This model may buy one weapon or armor from the new Antioch Armory as listed price. No other model in the warband may use this item. Cool. Janissary training. During activations that this model has charged, it gains +1 dice to hit with melee weapons. Additionally, this model ignores any penalties of using offhand. That's a nice bonus. With no minus for offhands. Geres, or whatever. This model ignores the penalties to action rolls from being down. Additionally, this model gains +1 die to hit or injure down enemy models. That's nice, especially to injured down models. Most people I play with feel like, don't you get any bonuses from attacking down models except Bloodbath? And this is one way then. I like it. Rightfully guided. At the beginning of the battle, select any one action aside from a charge and standard melee range attacks by an enemy model. This action cannot target, affect, or damage the rightfully guided model in any way. Okay, so this could be used to... Could it be used against Artillery Witch? Is that a ranged attack? Or is it an ability? Well, we'll see, but this is situational for sure, and it feels like it happens so seldom that you will forget it. But still cool, like unique at least. Sultan's Favor. You can increase the number of models that are normally limited, such as Janissaries by 1. This does not include elite models. Okay. I feel like the Sublime Gate is a little bit... It's very different from a new Antioch one we just read, but... Yeah. I'm not going to say stronger or weaker because I don't know enough to say such a thing. Order of the Black Grail, the Order of the Fly, it has been rewritten a little bit, but otherwise the same. Mammon has gotten a patron, Heretic Legion only, or Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent Greed only, mandatory for Knights of Avarice. Your patron is Mammon, the Prince of Greed, the Treasurer of Hell and the King of Fools. He appears as a golden-skinned king at an opulent throne, with black, scorch-mark, tarnished splendor. He is the most popular patron amongst mortals. Okay, money can buy anything. You can increase a limit of any weapon, piece of equipment, or armor by 1. Unsecured loan. Gain 100 ducats immediately. These ducats are only gained once. Oh, so no downsides. I like it. Crooked dice. Once per game, the model with a skill can reroll all the dice of any single... reroll all the dice of any single dice. Okay, this has to be a typo. I think it should be or any single dice for one action or an injury roll it makes. Plutocracy. This model may form a fire team with any one elite model of the warband. Further, failing a risky action will not end the activation of either this model or the other model in the fire team. Okay, so you gain the fire team ability, but with no downside. That's really good, really strong, especially in a court and a heretic team. I feel super strong. Aurate skin. The model with this skill is granted the splendid yet tarnished golden skin of their patron, and their blood turns into molten gold each time the model suffers a blood marker. Add 5 new cats to your treasury. What the actual hell? This is bonkers. Like, you can easily get 6 blood markers on you a game. Especially if you want to. You could even like grind them yourself by grenading yourself and stuff like that. But that's a lot of money in the end. Eternal Depth. The wretched of this warband are never lost as casualties, as their heads are used to regrown the lost bodies. Are used to regrown. All wretched models of the warband are considered to make a full recovery. That's also very nice if you play a wretched heavy team to like farm the blood markers. Time for the anti-pope. The Black Grail only patron. Your patron is the anti-pope of Avignon, the high priest of the cult of the Black Grail, whereas most strains of the Black Grail infect the body alone, leaving the mind to suffer. The variant that is spread by missionaries of Beelzebub infects the mind and brain of above all else. This is why these apostles of the fly are startlingly successful in winning new converts to their cause, despite their self-evident ruin caused by embracing the Lord of the Flies. This type of patron allows you to select one of the following when rolling a patron skill on your skill chart. Infect the mind! At the start of the battle, after the deployment, select one enemy model. You can move this model up to 6 inches in any direction you wish, though not into melee combat, and into impassable terrain or out of the battlefield. Alright. Can you move it so it falls down? Question mark. Eye of Beelzebub. The overwhelming mental pressure of this emissary of Beelzebub overwhelms any mind. With a successful action, this model can force any single enemy within 24 inches that is in cover, but not in melee combat, to move 1 inch to leave the cover. This model is moved by your opponent and cannot take the model into melee combat or into another cover. Alright, so it just moves out of cover. What if it can't, though, with 1 inch move? To move 1 inch to leave the cover. Do you have to see it? Yeah. Silver Tongue. With a successful action, this model can force any opponent it is melee combat with to make one of its melee attacks against itself. You can choose which weapon to use. Wow. This alone made the Black Grail one of the more fun teams to play. You can straight up just make a demon hit itself with its only weapon. Like if you force a Sin Eater to hit itself, or like a lieutenant, yeah, that's cool as shit. Swine Hybrid. The movement of this model is increased by 2. Alright. Beelzebub's Wisdom. Infested with the Black Grail, the head of this model is distended, and liquid liquid matter oozes out of its many trepanned holes. So great is the sheer willpower of this model that an enemy charging it can only use their base movement and not add d6 to determine. Anti-charge. Feast on disease. As long as the target has at least one infection marker when the attack is made, all attacks of this model need one less blood marker to cause a bloodbath. Yeah, that's really good. Once again. We also have some changes about which units can be upgraded with skills. And with this new block called Limited Potential, some models have a limited capacity to gain experience and learn new skills. They might be too bestial, have limited in intelligence, or have their utmost potential might be supernatural limited. Such units can only gain 3 skill advancement, in other words 7 experience points. In these we count Brazen Bull, Lions of Jabir, Homunculi in the House of Wisdom. In the Heretic Legion we have the Warwolf and Artillery Witch. In the Black Rail we have Nothing. In the Trench Pilgrims we have the Communicant. In the Court we have Desecrated Saint and the Pit Locust. And the New Antioch is Nothing. The other box, the units which cannot be promoted, I think are the same as before. No, they have Nothing now and had Lions of Jabir and Homunculi before. Heretic Legion, the Wretched are the same. Black Grail are the same. Trench Pilgrim had the Prisoners and the Anchorite, still do. The Court, Yokefiend, Wretched, the same. Yeah, so that one is the same. Regarding the items, the glory items, we got a little bit changes what it costs. The Cup of Filth cost 2 before and costs 4 now. And it is the same as before. Yeah, it's just more expensive. Holy Hand Grenade, 2 points. 2 points. Killy, 2 points. Killy, 2 points. Rock Propelled Grenade, 2 points. Tormentor Chain, that might have been more expensive. No, alright. Has it been changed in wording or something? 10. One-handed, 10. Because that's a teleporting chain. Yeah, seems like same as before. Alright, Demonic Aura Grenade, 3. Mark of Cain, 4. Salvage Golem, 4. Masterwork. Damascus Armor is 5, 5. Knighthood. Okay, Knighthood has become cheaper. At the end of the battle, your warband gains an additional glory point. Used to cost 5, but costs 4 now. Smokescreen, 5. Smokescreen? Yeah, 5. Locust Splitter, 6. Battlefield Title, 7. 6. I'm sorry if you're not entertained by this, but the Executioner's Axe is 1 point cheaper actually. Is it the same? It is the same. Still critical plus the still modifier with 2d into injury, so that's good. The Armor of Kobar cost 8. Yeah, I love these, the Ducal Winged Armor. Which is a New Antioch only machine armor with fly. We got the Horns of Joshua. Horn of Joshua, still 9. Armor of the Fly is 7. It used to cost 11. Yeah, I thought that was cheaper. Is it the same? It's still a combat helmet, movement 8 flying. Yeah, it's just cheaper. Sweet. Resurrection engine, the great banner of New Antioch. It's also cheaper. No, it's not, sorry. It's the same. Sultanate Grand Cannon used to cost 12, now costs 10. 48 inches, 48 inches, ignores armor, it's the same in any other, yeah, it's the same otherwise. Beelzebub's Embrace, 15, down from 20, alright. Maybe one can buy that now. Probably not. Yeah. Restraining Muscle. Are these new? Yeah, these are new. Here we go. What's going on here? Because I know the bestial skin cloak that we had that one before. But are these ones that only were in the New Antioch book? Yeah, they've written in all the items from the books as well, I guess. So in here we now also have the restraining muscle for the Yoke Fiend. We got the cruel helmet for 2 glory points. This heavy cumbersome helmet always includes a gruesome mask. Acts as a helmet. Any model wearing this helmet starts as the battle downed during the first turn. If attacked before it's activated, the wretched suffer an extra blood marker. Wow, that is cool. Bestial skin cloak. This is a really good cloak for the hunter of the left path. No, I'm confusing it with the Oracle Beast Cloak. Right? So these are brand new. Once per activation, the model may add 1 dice to one of the following: melee attack action, injury roll the model causes in melee, or dash action. At the end of its activation, the model gains 1 blood marker. If a hunter left wears this cloak, it cannot wear the Oracle Beast Cloak. Alright. So what's this? The Corrector. Each Auxa sorcerer carries a book copied from the Corrector, the original tome of Goetic magic, said to have been written by the angel Samael, who is also known as Venom of God. The reason an angel would have offered such a book is unknown, if the story is even true at all. What does it do? A warband in possession of this book may purchase a single Goetic power to one model in addition to the ones normally available to them. And this power does not count towards the limit. You still have to pay the cost of acquiring this power, though it can be done at any post-battle sequence. It ignores other limitations of the Goetic power, so normal limit does not apply. This is like very cool lore-wise, but I feel 8 points, so you can spend more money for a power that you can use on one model. I'm not smart enough to know if this is good. It's court only, sorcerer only as well. So very situational. Lordship of this world. If it is written that the power of evil wield the great influence of the martial world, the most formidable servants of the pit, who bear a unique mark, can torment the very earth itself and bend it to do their bidding. Okay, this would be fun. This model carries a mark, such as a living tattoo or painted rune carved by the hand of its infernal patron. After both sides have completely finished their deployment, but before starting the battle, you may select one piece of terrain without any of your own models placed on it. It can be no bigger than 8 by 8. You can move this piece of terrain and any enemy model set upon it up to 6 inches in any direction. Though it cannot be moved out of the battlefield even partially. If it touches any models when you move it, the models it touches are set aside, and the player controlling them can redeploy them as as if they had not been deployed at all this far. Okay, so you can like tear up the earth you're playing on. You're like a god here, lordship of this world. You can move this piece of terrain and any enemy model set upon it. Though it cannot be moved out of the battlefield, if it touches any models when you move it, the models are set aside. But what is it? If it touches any models? I have to ask, like all of the questions I have here, I will ask Thomas, and hopefully it will be clarified before the release. I just saw that the screen has been a little bit too small, and that's on me, sorry. I hope that you can listen to this as a podcast and not read with me as much. But I fixed it now in the end, so yeah, too little too late. Sorry, it's very late here and I'm a bit tired, so I won't redo the video. But yeah, I hope you understand. A piece of silver, 12 glory points. Said to be a sliver of one of the 30 pieces of silver that Judas Iscariot accepted in return for betraying the Redeemer, there can be no talisman more potent to the servants of hell. In the beginning of each battle, take 3 d6, set them at 6 and set them aside. During 666. During the battle, whenever any d6 roll is taken, save for injury rolls, you can replace any dice with one of these 6s before rolling the rest. Only one dice can be used to influence a single dice roll. Note that if the model in possession of this item is taken out of action, discard these dice immediately. This feels like, you know, the Siege dice from Age of Sigmar, or the Fate dice from the Sisters. Like these are super strong. I like it a lot. Last but certainly not least is the Trench Dog for 1 glory point. Up to 1 dog per type allowed, any warband. Not only Red Brigade, but any warband. A great many animals serve in the trenches alongside the soldiers. War dogs are by far the most common, but tame ocelots, Barbary apes, small bears and other unusual pets abound. Oh, they want us to make even more conversions with them old Empire apes, you know? While the forces of hell keep hellhounds and other infernal beasts as pests. Okay. What do we have here? Dogs do not suffer penalties for fighting unarmed. In battle they are treated as non-elite troops. War dogs cannot become elite. At an addition of +1 glory point to any of these dogs, they can form a fire team with any one model in your warband. Alright, so do you have to pay it as you buy it, I think. Yes. Abilities: 4 paws. Dogs may take any dash action or jump diving charge with a +1 dice. They cannot climb sheer surfaces. Not as a Giga Maggot that mount can. But for the additional +1 glory point, the dog can be one of the following specialized dogs: Guard Dog, Mercy Dog, Martyrdom Dog, and Hellhound. I haven't read Hellhound before, so let's read it. This horrifying infernal canine is the size of a small pony and withstand its tortured belly rage flames of hell itself. It howls in constant agony and rage in combat. This dog is immune to any attack with the keyword fire, and its own attack has the keyword fire. It has +1 dice melee attack. For the Mammon or Black Red Warband, replace the keyword fire with keyword gas. Super cool. Love dogs. And that's it for the glory point items. And then I'm not sure what else I have missed. The changelog is not up yet as I'm recording this, so I have just been like comparing the old one with the new one and found stuff myself. But that will have to do for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and please do subscribe and comment and watch another video. Helps me out, which helps you out because I can make more videos. Bye. It is now very late. And I'm going to bed. But I read through all of it and have some rules questions which I sent to Thomas, and hopefully he will clarify them before the release tomorrow. And you can see it in the changelog, and you can see it in the live action, because I have a